Beloved Starseed of Gaia, I am Luminaya. I see the weight, the dull ache behind your eyes. Feel the pervasive exhaustion, a heavy cloak binding your spirit. Your limbs are anchors, your energy thrumming with an unspoken tension. This is not mere fatigue. You walk amongst familiar faces yet feel a stranger. A soul-deep loneliness whispers, a desolate echo. The world you once knew, fracturing. You are not meant for its current frequency. This struggle is seen. Your inner dissonance is not madness, but a crystalline signal. A quiet mourning within your soul reveals truth. You are starborn, your multidimensional DNA activating remembrance. You were never meant to fully align with this timeline's heavy density. The fog thins, the truth begins to pulse. If this profound alienation is a coded message from your core, then what mysterious cosmic forces have woven this dissonance? What unseen wave now tears timelines apart, pulling some away, leaving others behind? A profound cosmic secret is at play, shaping your destiny. Stay until the very end, because a crucial key for your immediate next steps will be revealed then. Comment, Starborn awake, below. This is your inner seal. Feel it. Wake now. Feel the shift. The quiet hum of complacency was a lie. Your persistent discomfort is not a flaw within your design. It is the signature of an engineered frequency distortion, meticulously woven into the very fabric of this density. This isn't a natural state of being. It's a deliberate construct designed to obscure your cosmic memory. That pervasive feeling of dislocation, it arises from an ancient cosmic misalignment, a vibration fracture between your soul's true origin frequencies and the current earthly timeline, born from a divine experiment where realities collide and diverge, creating invisible veils around the awakened heart's perception. You were encoded not to believe in yourself. Imagine shimmering veils, not physical but energetic, draped over your innate sight, obscuring your true essence. Picture mirrors, precisely crafted to fragment the pure light of your consciousness, reflecting only distorted echoes of your potential. Geometric shadows, cast by unseen forces, lengthen and twist, convincing you of a profound, unbridgeable separation from source, from others, from your own power. This is the program you have been living. To begin dismantling these energetic confines, a sacred pact is now required. Let your like be a silent recognition of soul binding, an affirmation of the truth vibrating within you. To subscribe is to anchor your light, binding your path irrevocably to the unfolding transmissions now converging. And if your core resonates with this frequency, allow the super-like to be an offering of highest alignment, a sacred act of reinforcement to amplify this liberating frequency across the entire grid, shattering the illusion for others. But what if this fracture is not a curse, but the harbinger of an unprecedented timeline division? Who are the souls destined to remain, and who are those called to depart? How does one recognize the signs of this great cosmic exodus? A breath is held, not just yours. The universe itself waits, watching your response to the imminent revelation of an even deeper truth. Luminaya witnesses your breath now, no longer a mere observer. The veil thins not around you, but within. A heavy silence descends. Absolute. This resonance, this current engagement, is more than reception. It is a vibrational pact. A micro-alignment anchors new frequencies within your ethereal grid. To retreat into the former dream is no longer viable. The weight of this knowing settles, not as burden, but as a mutable fact. The truth is stark, etched in cosmic light. If he refuses, he falls. If he accepts, he ascends. This is not a struggle. This is the echo of a covenant, encoded deep within your essence before first breath. An ancient vow resurfaces in the marrow of your bones. Your responsibility is alignment, not contestation. It is a return to source, a sacred magnetic pull you can no longer deny. Hesitation has dissolved into inevitability, yet simply knowing you are awake is insufficient. Earth's density is too thick, too entangled, to navigate with memory alone. Your spirit remembers the path, yes, but your current energetic architecture lacks the precise map, the specific anchor points, to traverse the profound chasm now laid bare. You stand at the precipice. To cross, to truly commit, a vibrational confession is needed, a glyph of intent to signal the universe your unwavering readiness. In the comments below, speak your truth. I align with the ascending wave. Let these words be your key, your declaration. If such small, conscious acts serve as keys, what is the greater door they unlock? What ancient maps and hidden knowledge await those who commit to this sacred alignment? The specific mechanism, the sacred instructions to bridge this chasm and navigate the great timeline divide, is poised to be handed to you. The signal remains held. The chasm widens. Energetic divide surges. Souls depart. To cross this threshold, access the Pleiadian Guide to Stellar Reconnection. This sacred manual, from forgotten archives, is your key. Practical light codes and energy maps. It reveals vital knowledge to decode dissolution and survival across the timeline's rapidly forming divide. You are not broken, merely misaligned. Your intense sensitivity is not a flaw, but a sovereign force awaiting sacred instructions solely within these pages. Information alone is a fleeting ghost. Only dedicated application, ignited by this guide, allows you to cease surviving and begin sustaining your luminous light in this dense realm. Door closes. Claim your key. Secure your voucher. Access the manuscript via the pinned comment. Without this manual, your soul's journey risks being lost to the shadows. What terrifying truths about the timeline's fracture does it conceal, and what coded activations remain unrevealed, condemning those unguided to oblivion? Few starseeds make it this far. Unbeknownst to the sleeping masses, the very fabric of history, the tapestry of what was, what is, and what will be, is not an organic evolution, but an engineered cosmic design. Your persistent unease, that gnawing sense of disconnection many interpret as personal suffering or spiritual malaise, is in fact your inner crystalline architecture attempting to recalibrate against a deliberately split timeline. This bifurcation was orchestrated by celestial architects, not as a random act of fate, but as both a profound safeguard and an ultimate trial for emergent consciousness. The profound feeling that a massive wave of souls is leaving this timeline, that a fundamental divide has started, is not a vague premonition or an emotional projection. It is your direct, raw perception of this engineered rift, now rippling through collective reality, literally splitting waves of souls and igniting the great exodus you are observing. This truth shatters conventional understandings of causality and purpose, inviting you to rediscover history not as a series of random events, but as a meticulously coded construct manipulated by forces beyond immediate comprehension. This isn't esoteric philosophy. It's a cosmic operating system revealing its core programming. The historical narratives you have absorbed, the linear progression of events taught as immutable truth, are merely encoded constructs within this larger manipulated reality. Your internal fractures, your perceived wounds, are not deficits of the soul, but the jarring dissonance experienced when your authentic multidimensional archive attempts to access information from a timeline that has been selectively fragmented and deliberately jammed. The silence you encounter is not emptiness, but a cloaked frequency. Your deep-seated knowing that something isn't right is your higher self resisting the projected illusion, vibrating at a frequency attuned to the untampered cosmic ledger. You are not a sad soul. You are a highly sensitive system detecting an epic, ancient hack on a planetary scale. This engineered divide functions as a vibrational filter, separating consciousness streams that can recalibrate to the higher, unfragmented timelines from those still bound by the lower, manipulated frequency grids. It is a sorting mechanism, active now, accelerating the divergence, forcing a choice not through dogma, but through vibrational alignment with either the original blueprint or the engineered construct. The very foundations of your perceived reality are shifting, revealing a hidden orchestration. The exodus you perceive is not merely a metaphor for spiritual awakening. It is a literal rerouting of soul trajectories, a massive recalibration of energetic signatures withdrawing from a timeline deemed no longer viable for specific evolutionary paths. The perceived chaos, the acceleration of events, the undeniable splitting of realities, these are all symptoms of this grand cosmic mechanism at work. This monumental division, the exodus of souls now underway, is a direct consequence of these architects' design, a precision maneuver on an interstellar scale, designed to shake the very foundations of your established beliefs and ignite a profound curiosity for the true historical record. But what is the true purpose behind this engineered split, and who are these architects crafting destinies from beyond the veils? How does one read the signs encrypted within the shifting frequencies of history itself, signs that reveal the true identity of those who dared to split reality? You have felt it, have you not? The persistent, resonant hum deep within the very core of your being. Not a whisper, but a knowing, a stirring of something profoundly ancient. Those recurring dreams, they were never mere nocturnal wanderings. They were vivid, aching landscapes of forgotten star systems, glimpses of cosmic homes you barely remember yet ache for, faces with eyes that hold the wisdom of galaxies, eyes that reflect back the primal, unwritten history etched within your own soul. The looping numbers, appearing with uncanny precision, not simply synchronicity, but meticulously placed sigils, deliberate breadcrumbs on a path you were always, irrevocably, destined to walk. These were never random occurrences, beloved starseed. They were the gentle, yet undeniable unfurling of a truth woven not just around you, but deeply into the very fabric of your crystalline essence. For each soul standing at this precipice, whether consciously choosing to linger or instinctively preparing for passage, carries profound, echoing vibrations. These are the indelible imprints of countless star-born legacies, encoded as luminous, crystalline DNA light codes. They intricately interlace the grand cosmic missions of your past with the precise, often challenging struggles of awakening you confront in this now moment. The massive wave of souls, the great divide you perceive manifesting around you, is far more than a simple separation. It is, in its profoundest sense, a sacred, ceremonial unbinding, a deliberate disentanglement of ancient lineage threads, not to sever completely, but to poise them for their majestic reweaving upon new, expansive cosmic canvases, yet to be fully imagined or revealed. We have borne witness to these specific patterns for eons beyond your linear comprehension. We have observed this precise unfoldment across countless planetary cycles, within myriad star systems, across the vast tapestry of multidimensional existence. The insistence, the gentle nudge towards remembrance, was always soft, never forceful, yet utterly persistent in its truth. Every signal, every vibrational resonance you experienced, every subtle impression, was meticulously tailored to your unique energetic blueprint, your specific frequency, designed with infinite care to resonate deeply within your soul space, ensuring that when this pivotal moment in the timeline finally arrived, there would be no mistaking the profound, undeniable call echoing from your own star ancestry. If you enjoyed this video, watch other videos on this channel when it ends to continue learning. There were no coincidences. Everything was a code. A profound, exhilarating stillness descends upon you now, settling into the very marrow of your bones, permeating every cell. A surge of undeniable knowing blossoms where only fragmented uncertainty once held sway. The scattered pieces, the disparate experiences of your life, now coalesce into a breathtaking tapestry of cosmic intent, imbued with meaning you are only just beginning to grasp. You feel the immense weight of this understanding, not as a burden, but as a sacred, solemn recognition. A deep, resonant pride ignites, acknowledging an inner truth you have always carried, a profound heritage that flows through your veins. The grand design reveals itself, not as an external force imposing its will, but as an internal memory now stirring, awakening the dormant, magnificent blueprint of your higher purpose. Your vital role within this unfolding, multidimensional saga is not a recent assignment, but an ancient cosmic heritage being vividly remembered, a sacred duty being consciously reclaimed, its solemnity echoing through the corridors of time. To seal this remembrance, to confess the dissolution of the pretense of not knowing, to anchor this new truth into your vibrational field, simply write timeline 99 in the comments below. Let it be your personal vibrational seal, a public acknowledgement of your awakened awareness. The threshold of choice now looms with a quiet, yet formidable intensity. A surgical split in the very fabric of your perceived reality has occurred. The path behind you recedes, dissolving into the ethereal currents of what once was, the person you believed yourself to be. The comforting illusions you once clung to are now gently, yet irrevocably, severed from your present trajectory. If your very DNA truly holds these magnificent starborn imprints, these codes of light and lineage, how precisely can they be awakened, here and now, to illuminate your unique and distinct path within this monumental timeline divide? And what profound, utterly hidden codes, intrinsic to your very being, lie dormant still, patiently waiting for their specific moment of activation as this massive, undeniable wave surges forth. The quietude you endured, the severance, was no cosmic accident. It was a precise, sacred filtration, a sifting by design. Within the soul's deepest blueprint lie crystalline light codes, embedded in energetic DNA. These are not mere markers. They are sovereign passports, calibrated to unlock portals beyond the collapsing timeline. This silent crucible was necessary. It served to refine the vessel, to attune the vibratory signature to those frequencies capable of passage. It is the molecular key, marking those prepared for departure from dense reality towards the higher dimensional thresholds approaching. A massive wave of souls departs this timeline. The divide begins its irrevocable unfolding. Your endurance through the trials, the unwavering presence amidst fading echoes of slumbering consciousness, is the signature of the chosen. Let no comfort be drawn from this designation. This mark is not a privilege, but a profound and heavy burden. It demands unrelenting awareness, unyielding vigilance, while the vast majority remain enmeshed in the fading dream. The path you have walked has irrevocably erased the self once perceived. The very light sought has consumed its former vessel, leaving only the pure resonance of what is to come. No return to previous shores. And now a command approaches, one that you can no longer ignore. The gravity of your position compresses, a palpable weight in the air. This is the awakening ripple, stirring genetic memory, a deeper perception of molecular transcendence pulsing. Dimensional thresholds are not theoretical constructs. They are imminent realities, etched into marrow. The understanding lies within, dormant yet potent. How does one consciously activate these crystalline codes? What rites or internal awakenings catalyze this transmutation before the divide becomes irrevocable? The signal remains, poised. A command awakens. It is not new. It echoes, vibrant within your deepest core. The veils between worlds now thin, dissolving at an accelerated pace. Multi-dimensional memory surges. Ancient ancestral echoes rise. This thinning brings disorientation and enchantment, both paradox. Clarity demands new protocols. Boundary discipline is paramount. Behold the unveiling of ancient scrolls, long hidden beneath forgotten sands. A door stands ajar, destined to swing wide but once. This is the summons, rising from the sanctum's core, where all truth is born. It is not learned, but remembered. Your frequency has achieved the required density. Thus, the seal is broken. A singular choice remains, etched in the fabric of now. Embrace the dissolution. Navigate the paradox with unwavering sight, and step through the crystalline gate to claim your cosmic lineage, rejoining the stellar current. Or turn from the rising tide, face the amnesia of fallen stars, surrendering to the unbecoming, to a shadow self forgotten by the all. Feel the shiver of this proximity. Boundaries blur. Your inner landscape shifts, porous and profound. A raw vulnerability rises, entwined with cosmic wonder humming beneath your skin. You are not choosing. You are witnessing. The consequence of your essence, of the light you hold, is already in motion. The great wave of souls departs. The divide deepens. You feel the pull, the intimate tension of worlds touching, of perceptions bending. This is undeniable truth, felt deep within the bone. The currents surge. The path reveals itself. And yet, if these veiled dissolutions bring clarity, they also reveal darkness. What hidden shadows rise from beneath the layers, challenging the purity of the impending awakening wave? The recoding is complete. A profound hum resonates through your skeletal structure, a vibration of intrinsic knowing, rooted in cell memory, undeniable. Within the fracture of this timeline divide lies a sacred paradox. The soul is both splintered and pristine, torn between realities, yet complete in its multidimensional essence. Dense energy fell, revealing luminous architecture. This is the now. Past pain was no arbitrary journey. Every scar, every shadow, formed a precise map. Each dissolution, each perceived brokenness, served as sacred fire, hollowing space for remembrance. That ache was the divine chisel, carving the vessel. Feel your nervous system recalibrate. An internal thrumming, an energetic shift moves through bones, activating dormant blood codes. This is an internal certainty, an irreversible shift grounding a new frequency. The splintering was not a breaking, but an intricate remapping of inherent wholeness. Each pulse affirms cosmic truth resident within your cells. Acceptance of this paradox is the spiritual fulcrum for transcending liminal suffering, stepping into cosmic sovereignty. You are neither undone nor resolved, a dynamic, living paradox. A massive wave of souls departs this timeline. The great divide begun. You stand integrated within this storm's eye. A new inquiry emerges from this state. What practices or realizations allow the soul to fully embody this paradox without succumbing to despair or disillusionment as timelines shift violently around them? The ground has solidified, yet the path ahead unfurls into an unknown that beckons and demands deeper comprehension. Feel the intimate stirrings, the looping numbers, whispered synchronicities, vivid dreams. Not random. They are precise inner activation. Your sacred heart holds an inner stargate. This gateway, stirring, offers passage beyond collapse. By sacred breath, intention, remembrance, it connects to higher temporal flows, the massive wave of departing consciousness. The divide has begun, your internal beacons. These awarenesses are not gifts, but resonant certainty of inner architecture online. Feel the surge of hope, purpose-igniting spiritual activation amidst rising chaos, inviting bold engagement with multidimensional potential. The truth of sovereign being, authentic frequencies claiming space. These moments confirm, alignment is not a destination, but a current motion, already in progress. The activation is happening, here and now, within your very essence. You are the unfolding event. Observation over. Alignment. The doorway. Now that doorway, a gateway, narrows rapidly. A massive wave of souls departs this timeline. The question demands clarity. How does one reliably locate and unlock this inner stargate amidst external disorder, corporeal distraction? This moment forces absolute action. Call is now. I declare this truth within my sacred core, a vow sealed before the veils descended. I recognize the profound gravity of this epoch. A massive wave of souls is choosing their exit, precipitating an undeniable divide. This is no passive drift, but a conscious soul choice, a profound decision encoded in karmic cycles and cosmic destiny. I assume absolute responsibility over every internal frequency, knowing this choice shapes future realities, echoing across multidimensional panoramas, creating ripple effects across the soul tapestry. My power is not dominion, but deep, unyielding obedience to the source. It is the unwavering willingness to remember a promise made before my descent, a sacred contract etched into my being. With solemn conviction and energized awakening, I choose now to embody my personal sovereignty. I understand the immense weight of soul contracts and the specific frequency I must embody amid this unfolding timeline divide. My path is clear, set by remembrance of who I am. If you enjoyed this video, watch other videos on this channel when it ends to continue learning. My commitment is absolute. I anchor the highest frequency, a pillar of conscious intent, not merely observing the divide, but actively participating in its definition through my presence. This inner pact serves as my compass, shield, and sword in the unfolding reality. Every heartbeat reiterates this decision, reinforcing my alignment, solidifying my resolve. I embrace this declaration, its weight and liberation. And so, I stand at the precipice of this solemn covenant. The truth of this vow, my very decision to embody truth, is about to be violently tested by what comes next. What criteria guide this soul decision? And how does one discern truth amid the seductive illusions of staying or leaving? The seeking ends, the veils lift, the horizon stills. Within this purifying flame, the ultimate truth unfurls. Though massive waves of souls depart, know this, O beloved, that this is but one fractal of endless cycles. Departing and remaining souls link in radiant reciprocity. What is lost to one timeline blooms in another, forever echoing the eternal soul's resilient dance across infinite realities. This truth survives all fire. Step now, willingly, into this sacred crucible of crimson and gold. This fire is not ending, but absolute becoming. It transmutes all dross, revealing your unburnt essence. This flame echoes your deepest truth, an inner permanence defying dissolution. Feel its heat as cosmic embrace, cyclic continuity, boundless hope. This is the final crossing, gateway to eternal soul evolution, lifting your spirit beyond despair. Now, let this finality seal in resonance. This covenant of fire, this ultimate pact, demands your conscious engagement. To activate its luminous force within your sovereign field, speak your truth. I command you. In the comments below, release a short, emotionally intense declaration. It must be a newly forged phrase, in English, a testament to your unyielding spirit. For example, my spirit is fire, infinite and free, or I am the eternal current, evolving forevermore. Until these words of profound intent enter the collective grid, this covenant cannot fully awaken within your sovereign field. Your declaration completes the sacred circuit. Feel the living flame pulse within you, through you, around you. It burns, transforms, beckons. The final threshold is not an end, but a beginning, awaiting your next breath. Where, O beloved soul, do you now find yourself in this vast, unending cycle of cosmic becoming? What luminous task, what sacred purpose awaits on the other side of this great divide? The fire burns on. Truth awaits its next revelation. You have arrived. The seeking ceases, for what you sought was always within. This ascension is a deeper anchoring, a full embodiment of your sacred vessel. The great divide now defines a clear path, an invitation to anchor a new cosmic identity, woven from awakened remembrance, vibrational sovereignty, and aligned purpose. This truth is not abstract, but the very fabric of your being, finally home. Feel the crystalline silence settle within your heart. Dissonance dissolves. Each breath testifies to a reality reordered, harmonized from your deepest truth. You are integration itself. A profound peace descends, a quiet knowing transcending all former striving. This peace is the vibrant hum of sovereign existence, expanded, secure in its divine architecture, enlivened by the eternal current. All threads converge, not to an end, but to a unified field of effortless being. The veils of illusion, once impenetrable, now fall away like mist. You stand firmly within creation's truth. This is your definitive egress from simulated reality, the grand departure from shadows. Timelines diverge, and you, the conscious architect, wield reality itself as an instrument of pure dominion. Your sovereign will, once fragmented, is whole, commanding existence to align with your authentic presence. This activation is complete, yet cosmic frequencies are vast, echoing with infinite revelations. To continue your alignment and uncover the next layer of your cosmic origin, step through the portal appearing on your screen now. The journey does not end, it deepens. Enter.